Hello and welcome to the stream, folks. HeirofCarthage here. I'm going to be getting started shortly. Just need to go get some water, get a couple things set, let people join. If you heard this, please let me know in the chat so that I'll know that the audio is working properly. We'll get started here in just a minute. Alright, I am back and we're going to get things going. So, welcome to the stream tonight. Appreciate everybody who has joined in. It is fantastic to be back with you. My schedule has been a little crazy. You might be thinking, the camera's not on. It is not. That is intentional. So, I didn't have time to set up the camera tonight. And I haven't had a chance to cut my hair or anything either. So, I would probably look kind of like an ogre. Except, obviously, my gut would not be profoundly immense enough to truly be an ogre, but you know, I look maybe like I'm getting there otherwise. But yeah, so you don't have to deal with my ugly mug tonight, but another night we'll get the camera hooked back up. But thank you so much for being here on the short notice, especially. I wasn't sure if I would be able to stream. I've been kind of getting back to the office, not willingly or happily, but begrudgingly, I think would probably be the right way to say that, right? Wait a minute, this isn't the right campaign. What's going on here? This isn't our ogre campaign. That's... What even is this? This is our ogre campaign. Alright, let's try this. Rufus, thank God I don't have to see Air's ugly mug. I know, right? I saved you the torture. The torture of having to sit there and bear my mug. I mean, at least you'd have the ogres to look at. My face there, you'd be like, oh gosh, that ogre bod. You know, at least it helps me go up against Air's face. I love it. We approve of all ugly mug jokes around here. So in any case, yeah, I'm excited to be back. Things have been crazy. I'm trying to eke out, what is normal now. I'm not at the office every day, all day right now, which is great. I'm glad, because that would really be miserable. But, I have to go in some days I don't. It's got my recording schedule completely on its head, because I just don't know when I'm going to be recording, because my hours aren't the same in any one given place. I'm doing the best I can to keep content coming. I feel like I'm going to be able to get a handle on it, but thanks for being patient. So that's why the streams didn't happen last week. Things were just a little too crazy, and I was pretty tired, had some very long days. It also happens to just be very busy right now at work, on top of kind of the weird changing of trying to stuff us back in the office. It was the wrong time and something I didn't want, so it was extra exhausting. What's funny is that they called us back to the office. They wanted us to all come in, and of course, the funny part is the company really wants us there, supposedly, and they keep telling us, you need to be there the majority of the time. But then they keep saying the word flexible, but they basically just say, well, you gotta be there pretty much all the time. So I don't know what flexible means to them, but it's funny because even my vice president in my area, she doesn't want to be there. But the director that runs my department, she doesn't want to be there. And we're all pretty much just kind of what is going on? And then the messaging is weird. One department will be in the office, another department won't be. They'll still be working from home. And so we just kind of you know what? We're going to come in here for some of the meetings that we feel like we really need to do. And then we're just going to go home and work from home when we feel like it's appropriate. And so that's kind of what we've been doing. And we're trying to feel it out. So this is going to be Skrag getting attacked by a pretty large stack of Slaanesh. I feel like it wouldn't hurt to feast on some meat prior to the fight here, so let's get tanked up on meat. Alright, let me say hi to some of you all here in the chat. So, Ain't No Meaning, thanks for being here. Marcus, good to have you. Captain Pip. Arkuth, thanks for being here. He says, what's the plan for this episode? Just eat everything. I mean, that's kind of the plan for every Ogre episode. We're just going to eat everything. I think I said hi to Marcus. Warner, you beautiful. Warner, thank you for being here. Thanks for being a mod and helping me out on the Discord. Hope all is well in your wonderful Brazil land. Rufus, Brandon, Kill Scribe. Kill Scribe is amazing. We love the Kill Scribe. We would not have the list of kills without the Kill Scribe. And how do you really live without a list of kills, right?
Stalker of pride.
I challenge anybody to answer that question honestly. Thank you, Kill Scribe. You're awesome. Ta Ring, thanks for being here. Lord Shin, SD, Trantor. Thank you, Ain't No Meaning, Trantor, and Brandon, all for being channel members. And thank you everybody else who's here too. Paul Roberts, hello. Thanks for being here. Try to say hi to as many as you can. All right, so battle plan. We definitely want to soak up some charges with the Nobblers, so rest in pieces, Nobblers, because Slaaneshi charges don't feel very good. They feel bad. The dual weapons are going to be really good against most of the Slaaneshi infantry. Basically, we need to avoid taking a tremendous amount of damage off of the initial charge on our key units, right? So we want to do as much damage, or we want to put our damage into the right places. Maybe that's the right way to say it. I don't know the right way to say it. Got my Stonehorn and some Gorgers. I'm trying to think, I think I'm just gonna put the Gorgers back here on my flanks. I don't know exactly. Slaanesh can move really quick, and if they do get some light cavalry onto my flanks, I want to have a plan. I'm going to use the Stonehorn as a bit of bait. So we'll do some Stonehorn baiting, and then the idea here is we want our lead belchers to shred up some of the key units here. So, and lead belchers are going to be pretty darn good against tightly packed infantry, so that's going to be our target. We get a javelin toss in here. Come on, toss it. Toss it. Hurl that javelin. I don't even know if we got the hit. All right, that's okay. Let's let her. Oh boy, yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Looking for him. Here we go.
Okay, let's start moving some troops up. So that chariot is just going for the gold, like not waiting for support or anything.
So I hunt.
The lead belchers have gotten some pretty good shots off. I'm gonna try and go create a blob with our Stonehorn. Mostly got what we wanted over here, which was baiting the charge, and now we're gonna push back hard.
When do we eat?
Alright, they went all in up here. Our lead belchers need to fall back a bit. And yeah, fall back. Oh, they gotta keep their secrets. Let's get in there, bust up that Keeper of Secrets. Let's get the Great Maw churning here. Help out our Hunter, who's in pretty deep over there. Now, after the charge, Slaanesh ought to start to fall apart pretty quickly. We got Gehenna's Golden Globe here. Put that into play. Oh yeah, we're in the realm of chaos. That explains what we're fighting here. And there goes the Golden Globe. Some damage done. Not amazing, but it worked. All right, we got to get our Hunter out of there. He's getting a pretty savage beating. Let's get out of there. How we doing? Oh, they got a chariot back here. Let's lead belch that chariot. That's done, so let's just start spreading out. I need to get my Hunter back to safety. We got some fresh troops to toss in here. Come on, Hunter, let's go. Get out of there. Alright, Skrag Daddy, let's get some work done. Not very impressed with Skrag's ability to summon up some magic. Being a caster, his recharge rate is pretty subpar. One of our lead belchers. Oh, I forgot my butcher back there. All right, well, we finally got our hunter back to safety. He did a really good job of lobbing up the Slaaneshi troops, though. And we're gonna get a pretty solid victory out of this. Like, this is not bad at all. That damage to our hunter was pretty much the worst of it. Some comments here. Ethan says, hey, I've been loving the content recently, no matter the schedule. Thanks, Ethan. Really appreciate that, because it's really busy. There are definitely some times where I definitely feel that urge to just say, hey, I just don't have time. I can't do it. And whenever people tell me, like, hey, thank you so much, appreciate it, that means a lot. It really does, because it means that I didn't go in and waste my time, recording. And of course, I always end up enjoying it, so... A summoned bowling ball. That's right, Zero. Again, his golden bowling ball. So, Ain't No Meaning says, get Killscribe working for the Census Bureau and get the congressional seats in order. You know, that's funny on a couple levels, just because Killscribe likes to count kills. And, he would be counting, right, for the Census Bureau. But then, it's also kind of a joke, right? Like, there's always the joke that dead people are voting in elections, right? And so Killscribe, is counting dead people here, so there you go. Like, so it's kind of it's a good joke on a couple levels there. Plus, whenever Gorbel is the one who's running, then dead people definitely will be voting in the election, or else no one would be voting, because Gorbel just destroys everybody equally. That's the way he runs. He is the ultimate equal opportunist politician. Everybody gets destroyed equally. So just remember, folks, always vote Gorbel. All right, so here we go. So we did all right. We won a battle. We're in the realm of Slaanesh. I had totally forgotten where we were at because we didn't stream last week. We got attacked. We need to head into this stance. They are guarding that teleportal, so I'm just gonna move towards the other one right here, and then that'll give me a chance to do some replenishment. We should still be well ahead. Did our competition leave? Yeah, our competition left. Either that or we killed them. I don't remember which one. We had someone racing us to the Slaaneshi Palace. Who even knows what kind of debauchery goes on inside the palace that we're heading to? And quite frankly, I don't want to know, but we'll be fighting on the outside of it, and I'm sure that'll be enough for us to see there. All right, so let's see. When it comes to the realm of Slaanesh, you're just better off to not ask questions a lot of time. Just don't ask, and then you don't have to hear. All right, here we go. Gorbel for president 2024. That's right. I am firmly in the Beastmen party. All mankind will be equally trodden under hoof and treated the way that Gorbel sees fit, which is obviously not very much, right? He doesn't think much of people. I remember when we started that joke. I was playing a Beastman campaign a long time ago. It must have been close to a presidential election. Probably was. And somehow someone came up, like, we were making up all kinds of crazy stuff, and someone in the chat mentioned, I guess it was like a combination of Al Gore and Gorbel, and so it became Al Gorbel for president, and so it always stuck from then on out, and I've loved it. It's been absolutely fantastic. So, and I think that everybody hears enough of real politics that we've all had enough of it, and of course we don't really talk about real politics here in the channel. I try and make this a safe place. It's like one of the few places you can come in the entire world and not have to talk about actual politics. So the Gorbel joke is just kind of a nice way for us to all get away from it. Relax. All right, here we go. Is there a 20-turn guide to Nurgle? That's a good question, Dr. Dre. I've not made one. I've heard Nurgle's really difficult. Maybe we should do that for a stream one night, is like try and play a difficult Nurgle campaign and just get some ideas on how you would do well. We could try that. I haven't played a lot of Nurgle campaigns yet. Gorbol is a legend like the Royal Peltist. That's right, Zero. Royal Peltist and Gorbol forever.
Ogre tyrant.
Alright, so Kislev is trying to make another incursion here. They got a whole bunch of winged lancers and some little Grom and a bunch of archers.
Obey me.
Should be able to make short work of the archers between the Saber Tusk and the Gorgers, and then we got Iron Guts and other stuff to chomp through the rest, so we should be alright. Bone Chewer Big Chungus Toilet Breaker, which that is quite a title right there. I mean, do any of you have a title? Anything like that? That is a title, if I've ever seen one. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this battle. Chicken Winged Lancers, that's right. It's delicious with buffalo sauce. I mean, you know the ogres are going to be eating that later on too, so they just appreciate the Kislevites bringing in some nice big wings for them. Vivid Pile of Dirt says, Nurgle somehow ended up being one of my favorite campaigns. I just love the army dynamic in battle, and the plagues are really fun when they get going. I'll bet the plagues are fun when you are Nurgle. Whenever I'm playing against Nurgle, the plagues make me want to rip out all my hair and scream obscenities into the heavens. Like, I mean, the plagues are infernally annoying when you're playing against Nurgle. But it's probably fun when you are Nurgle, so you don't have to deal with them for once. Oh man, yeah, the plagues. I cannot even begin to describe enough how much I hate Nurgle plagues.
Iron Guts! Hungry!
I'm gonna spread out a good bit here. The idea that I don't want to make it too easy for the arrows to just like kind of blob fire me, right? I want my troops spread out where there's not like one big juicy target or something. What we will do is I will run some Gorgers up this flank, and I'm gonna put some Saber Tusk packs to just kind of head in right there. Back them up. Oh, speaking of, did I get
Priest of the volcano.
All right, we got Big Chungus here. They're gonna try and snipe him, so I'm actually gonna leave my two leaders just a little ways back. Warner is a channel member. Warner, you are too kind, sir. You do too much for this channel. You are too kind. Warner, thank you so much. Make sure you start spamming those emojis. No one deserves it more. Folks, help me thank Warner. Warner is a mod, and he's been a big supporter of the channel for a long time. He's a huge figure in my Discord because he's a moderator there with my other moderators, so Warner, I hope everything is well. The world needs to be dishing out giant stacks of pancakes to you, Warner, if they are not. We gotta make this happen. I've got to get pancakes to Warner. It's like my dream. Provide Warner with giant stack of pancakes. Thank you, Warner. Appreciate you. All right, let's get.
When do we eat?
Oh, Little Grom shot us. Oh, good grief, look at that. Little Grom killed 2 unit models in the very first shot. Yikes! There goes 2 more. Holy cow. No thanks. No thanks.
Looking for grab.
Alright, we're getting charged. I'm gonna take these Saber Tusk packs out and around. Ain't no meaning. Thanks for the 5. It says, Air, you played Meow Ying yet? Seems too easy. The wall upkeep mechanic makes budgeting and defending so OP and easy. I have played Meow Ying. It is pretty easy compared to many other campaigns, yes. But actually, I kind of like it because the Meow Ying campaign was, at least for me, like all of my Kislev campaigns had just been like absolutely bonkers. And so Meow Ying was such a nice break for me in terms of like not having to deal with like constant chaos stacks. So I actually kind of appreciated some good Meow Ying campaign. This is absolutely ludicrous. Like the character sniping, I can't move either. Like he wouldn't move. He just, I don't know. That's one of the glitches that they need to patch out of this game. Is sometimes you give a unit an order and they just don't follow it. Like they're very, very slow to follow it. In any case, That's why a lot of times I'll position my characters way back, because the AI is, they are vicious snipers in this game, even more so than they were in past games. They are absolutely vicious character snipers. And they will do it at all costs. Like, they'll sacrifice their army, they'll sacrifice units, they will snipe your character. Like, that is their prerogative. Anyway, thanks Ain't No Meaning. Yeah, Miao Ying is definitely an easier campaign, but I still think the Iron Dragon is even easier. Because he doesn't even start near the wall. And so I still think Miao Ying and Zhao Ming, I think, right? Zhao Ming is, in my opinion, the best starter campaign. Miao Ying is not far away. She's also a good starter campaign. I really like Cathay in campaign. Their units are really fun. It's fun to have, like, you know, halberd units and just sick upgraded crossbows. The Terracotta Sentinels are awesome. Like, they've added secret obedience mechanics to the game, which sometimes make units ignore orders. That's right, Ogres just don't do the obedience thing. That's probably what it is, Warner. Anyway, yeah, I really like the Cathay campaigns. I've played all of a Miao Ying campaign, I've beaten one, and I've played most of a Zhao Ming campaign, and really enjoyed both of them. They were much easier than Kislev. Now, some people were saying their Kislev campaigns were really easy. My Kislev campaign that I'm recording for YouTube so far has been easy, but I've played 4 Kislev campaigns in total now, and that is the only one of my 4 that has been, and I wouldn't call it easy, I would just say not as crazy. Probably the way I would put it. It's been less crazy. So, yeah. Less crazy. Ouch time area. That was some ouch time. Poor pork belly. Smoked pork belly. He got he got a lot of piercings. So the thing is when he's sitting around in camp tonight, he'll be able to show off to all the other ogres. You know, he's already got that cool fire belly mask going on, but he'll have all kinds of new piercings. Like, you know, no doubt the nipple piercings, knee piercings. So, you know, he used to be an adventurer. He only took several hundred arrows to the knee. You know, that kind of thing. So he's gonna have lots of good camp stories tonight while they're eating roasted bear flesh and chicken-winged lancers, buffalo lancers. So it's gonna be a good night in the ogre camp. Thanks, Warner. Thanks, Ain't No Meeting. Appreciate you supporting. Yeah, I would say Miao Ying is pretty strong. It's very strong, like the amount of upkeep. But the ogres get something similar with their camps too. It's just that the ogre camps, you know, don't prevent an enemy from moving in like a wall does, right? Definitely a little different. Let's see. Grimgore Ironside says, Air, did you notice any difference in performance since patch 1.02? It came out yesterday. Well, let me see. Let's finish eating these guys. Delicious. It doesn't look like it. Like, I mean, I'm still barely hitting 50 frames right here in the campaign map. Now, the campaign map is worse than the battle map, actually, in terms of frame lag. When I'm zoomed up on the campaign map right here, I'm sitting around 50 frames a second, and I've got a $1,500 top-of-the-line graphics card and a $700 processor, so that's not good. CA, like, a lot of people were complaining about things in the game that are broken, and don't get me wrong, there's a fair few things in Warhammer 3 that need to be improved. But it kind of surprises me that, in my opinion, some of the things that need fixed the most aren't what people are calling for. Like, everybody's freaking out because of the Realms of Chaos thing. Realms of Chaos ruins this, it ruins that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I think the Realms of Chaos needs some tweaks. I don't think it's near as bad as people are making it out to be. It definitely needs some tweaks that would make it, I think, a lot better. But the game runs really poorly in terms of performance. Like, I don't get as many, like, big frame drops in the middle of a big battle, but the overall frame rate is not good. And that's going to limit how many people can play the game, because most people aren't stupid like me and spend as much money as I have on a computer. And so I have an enormously and ridiculously expensive computer. And most people don't and shouldn't. And that's what I hate, is that it's going to limit the player base, because who can run it? What I mean, like, who can run it? So I think that performance ought to be a huge focus for Creative Assembly. And then honestly, look, you can put in a few fixes that are going to take care of most people's biggest complaints, at least for the temporary, okay, right? The first fix you put in, when a faction beats you to the soul race, you make the final battle to stop them like Warhammer 2. It's automatic. You don't have to go to the Forge of Souls to intercept them. It pops up a message and says they're approaching the Forge of Souls, click to intercept. And you have like 5 turns to choose to intercept them. And you fight a final battle, and it just teleports you up there and you fight it. And then if you defeat them, they're done. They don't get any more chances at the Forge of Souls. They're done. It's over. And then the other thing they could do is, right off the bat, just have a campaign mode where the Forge of Souls mechanic isn't on. It just doesn't happen. So that people can play a sandbox campaign on this map. That'd be very easy to implement. It wouldn't take hardly any effort for either one of those things from CA to implement. And then number 3, when you come into these things, so make the Realms of Chaos a little more rewarding. So when you go into the Realm of Khorne, you can pick up his chainsword. That's really cool. When you go into Slaanesh's realm, you can take these massive bribes if you want and leave. That's really cool. However, what's not cool is, the fact that if you get behind in the race, that you can't stop them from going in. So again, those first 2 fixes, those need to go in near immediately, right? And then I think that you make the Realms of Chaos, like, so for instance, when you go into Tzeentch, and you know how you go to those little things and it says like reveal, teleport, sigil, or seagull, however you say that, you should have an option to pick up a cool magical item, and there should be a chance that it's a really neat, powerful, unique magical item. That would make the Tzeentch realm more interesting. And then the Nurgle realm, when you go there and you fight your way through and you go to look for immunity or whatever, it should give your army from that point on a permanent resistance to plagues, and it should give you a better replenishment rate permanently. And then when you come back from the Realms of Chaos, you know how you have those traits that come back with you. That's fine, but that takes time. You have to sit there and remove it. All CA needs to do is just make it when you remove the traits, when you get back from the Realms of Chaos and they get removed, you get some kind of reward for removing them. Some kind of permanent reward, even if it's small, reward the player for going through the process. So they could make those few changes right there. And I'm thinking that 60 or 70% of the people mad at the Realms of Chaos mode would not be mad anymore. And I think those changes require very little development and would be pretty easy for them to implement quickly. And then by the time Mortal Empires comes out, the problem fixes itself, because you have a sandbox map to play Mortal Empires, and then you have a story map, just like the Vortex. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. They could fix it quickly. They could fix it easily. I don't know if they're considering those things, but in my opinion, that's what they should do. And they should do it quickly. Because they are losing player base in this game really quickly. And I don't know all the different reasons. It could be because there was a bunch of other big game launches, and people are just playing other games and other stuff like that. But it very well could be that people won't come back if you don't put a quick fix in for it. I do think the Mortal Empires map will bring a lot of people back to the game, but there's no reason to wait that long, at least not in my opinion. So I think they can fix it real quick, at least over the short haul, and then they can do some more things long run, to continue tweaking this whole Realms of Chaos idea. But only a few small changes would do it. Again, the option to not play the Realms of Chaos. 2, the final battle to stop an enemy faction from getting there is automatic, and it teleports you. You don't have to camp in the Forge of Souls. Done. Fixed. 1 chance is all the AI gets. They get 1 chance to fight for the Forge of Souls, and then they're done. Just like the Vortex campaign in Warhammer 2. Again, easy change. And then just add those few tweaks that I said to the Realms of Chaos. More rewards in the Nurgle realm, more rewards in the Tzeentch realm, and you get a small reward when you remove the negative traits when you get back from the Realms of Chaos. And it's done. It's that simple. And then, like I said, I think you've alleviated probably 60 or 70% of the people who are not liking the Realms of Chaos stuff right now. I mean, it should be 100%, right? Especially if you implement that option where they don't have to play the Realm of Chaos. I mean, that should fix 100% of the people's issues with it. Yeah, so in my opinion, they could do it. They could do it very easy, and they could do it very quickly. Let's move on. So, my thoughts. What do you all think? Let's see, Grimgore says, maybe if you defeat them, you could also take the souls they gathered, or at least one of them. I think that'd be cool, too. Like, so if someone takes a soul, and they go home, and you defeat that faction, that soul should go to you. Like, when, or if you kill their faction leader, you pick up the soul that they were carrying. I think that would be cool, too. Definitely something they could add, and it'd probably be pretty easy. Elden Ring sucking the soul out of games right now. Everybody I know playing it. Yeah, I've heard everybody playing Elden Ring. I'm not interested in it, but I could see that too. So like some people are saying that all of the player base is leaving because they're mad. That's probably not true. Like I think that when certain games are out, and there were a lot of games released close to this one, sometimes people will just play other games, and especially if someone's saying to themselves like, hey, I'm waiting for Mortal Empires anyway. And so I'm going to play these other games, and then when Mortal Empires comes around, you know, I'll play that. So that is very possible. Now, but I do think that there is a fair number of players who left because of frustrations with performance, and I think performance is a bigger problem than a lot of people are making it to be right now. This game is difficult to run. It takes a lot of machine to run this game well, and that is a problem. Because in case no one has checked, it is extremely expensive to buy a gaming computer right now. And so when you have a bar that high, it's going to make things difficult. All right, we got attacked by Slaanesh again, so let's fight this. You're a fan of the capture the flag mechanic for souls? I think it'd be good, absolutely. In fact, I mean, what if there was a mode for the souls where you just change it to where it's a capture the flag thing, period? Like, you can venture into the realms of chaos for some kind of reward, you know, like the magic items, the chainsword. You can go in there and look for stuff, but if the soul's already gone, then it's gone. And the only way you get it is by fighting the faction who has it. And you can traverse the rifts, you know what I mean? Like, you could use the rifts to travel and fight against the people who have the soul. I think that'd be really fun. I mean, and if you don't want to make that the main option, just make it an alternative option, right? That's an alternative way that you can play the Forge of Souls mechanic.
When do we eat?
Where they can only be taken once, and you have to take it from the people who got it. That'd be an interesting way to play it, for sure. I think, like I said, there's about 1,000 ways they can make it better really quickly. They need to just start doing it. Like, no more talking, no more time taking. Just do it. Just make some of it better and be done. Before you make more people mad. Some people have asked me, like, Air, is it driving you crazy? Are you gonna... No, I actually really like Warhammer 3. I'm in the minority. Like, there are definitely some things wrong with it. Like, I think Nurgle's plagues need to be tweaked. When you're playing against Nurgle, the plagues are absolutely OP. I mean, it's, like I said, it's probably fun when you're the player, but it needs to be tweaked when you're playing against it. Absolutely. I think they need to do some tweaking on the way that towers and stuff build in the siege battles. There's definitely some things they need to tweak. The collision mechanics aren't quite right. Chariots aren't quite doing what they're supposed to. Shot cavalry's not really doing what it's supposed to. So there's like some collision issues with things pulling through too easy sometimes. They need to address that.
Scourge of beasts.
But and I think a lot of people are probably frustrated because they had finally fixed a lot of that in Game 2. Like, right towards the end of the lifespan for Game 2, they put in that cavalry patch that seemed to finally really fix some of that stuff. And then, you know, here you turn around into this game and it's right back. And I think that that's got a lot of people really frustrated.
Yeah! Nasty plan! Take it all! Where's the meat? When supper!
Okay. I'm gonna use my hunter to make a blob again. Get him, Skrag Daddy. Oh yeah. Alright, back it up. Alright, our hunter. Good job there, so let's get out of that fight.
Take it all!
Alright, take him.
The more cool!
Pull back. Oh, our lead belchers. Save the lead belchers. Gotta keep those secrets after Skrag Daddy.
When do we eat?
Got multiple keepers. Let's fall back with the lead belchers and start targeting some of those keepers.
Tribe! Leg belchers! Helps the tribe!
Alright, I'm targeting some Seekers. Let's bring our Hunter back to help. Got that Seeker tied down. Defeated those flankers. Alright, there we go. Ooh, yeah, that Seeker's taking a bit of a beating, but unfortunately so is Skrag. So let's give him some help. This heal spell I don't have enough magic for, unfortunately. Let's summon up some Forgers to help shield him a little. Let's use this ability to summon down some more winds of magic. Skrag's holding his own pretty well, though, right now. He's pretty impressive. Alright. Hunter all the way back in this fight. We got a lot of troops. We need to swing in over here. Alright, Skrag Daddy's doing good. Give him some heals, make sure he stays in the fight.
Hunter! In my sights! Come me! Here we go!
Okay. Let's debuff that thing.
Take it all!
Alright, that Keeper's about to go down. Boy, those lead belchers are really handy. They shot the crap out of those Keepers and the Soul Grinder. They did really well. Alex says, I managed to get Skrag's 67 ward save and 855 weapon strength with Sword of Slaanesh and Armor of Testing. That's awesome. That's ridiculous. I love it. That is one of the funnest things about Warhammer campaigns, is just like picking up crazy items and being able to like just get obnoxiously strong lords and stuff. It is so satisfying. It is very satisfying. Alright, well, that is going to be a solid victory for us. Forces of Slaanesh hurt really bad on the charge, but if you kind of just hold out, start picking off key targets, they don't last very good after the charge, and that's going to be your opportunity. Really push the fight home and finish it. Especially units like Demonettes. Demonettes are very powerful units, but they're not really great against Ogres. Ogres don't have a lot of armor, and they deal really high damage, a lot of them. The Demonettes don't have the armor to resist that high damage, and so almost every Ogre unit I have is effective against Demonettes. So even though Demonettes cause a lot of damage, they take a ton of damage. So it kind of makes them a poor trade with a lot of my Ogre units. Air, do you have Rhinox? Yeah, what is a Rhinox? I have paint in my Warhammer kit called Rhinox Hide. Is a Rhinox a unit that Ogres have? Because they don't have it in the game. Whereas, is Rhinox what the Ogres ride around on cavalry? Like the Crushers? Are they riding a Rhinox? Because if so, yeah, I want those. They look awesome.
Ogre tyrant! I refuse.
Crushers, okay, yeah, the Crusher. Is that what they're riding, as a Rhinox? I've always wondered where that name came from, because I have the paint that's Rhinox Hide. Like a brown paint that I use on my miniatures. That's cool. Yeah, I need to get some Crushers.
Be cool.
Crushers are a really cool looking unit. I like them a lot.
Yes, more. Here.
We don't have any Crushers yet, but I believe we can recruit them now because of our camp, or at least we will be able to soon. So I definitely want to get some Crushers. They're a really awesome unit. The Ogre Cavalry in general is just really... Let's see, Skrag the Slaughterer picks up another one. I had given him this tolerance to toxins. Not going to hurt for him to have some hit points. Done a lot of the magic that he needs, so let's give him some more hit points.
I can serve you better, Great War.
What are you all thinking of the game right now? Where are you at? Like, are you so mad you can't play it? Are you still having fun with it? Are you kind of caught in between? What do you think? I'm just curious what some of you all think. You don't have to agree with me, what I said earlier. Feel free. And then, you know, if someone posts something that you don't agree with in the chat, don't argue it up. You know, I just want to see what people think. It's okay to have a difference of opinion on it. You don't have to think the same. When you pay for the game, you kind of paid for your opportunity to have your opinion. You pay for something, you get to pick what you think. German Soldier says he's ready for an update to fix the issues. Yeah, I think a lot of people were probably right there with you. Lucas says, I actually really like the campaign after I modded armies to not spawn out of portals right. That's cool. And that would be a mod that I would instantly pick up, Alec. Or sorry, Lucas. I would pick up that mod, absolutely. I can't wait for the workshop. That's going to help a lot. Jarethcore says, I'm still playing and having a blast. Alex says, it's crazy powerful to be able to have all your 5-tier cities essentially clusterable and guarded by one army. And then just send ogre armies to wander and fight in the world. I guess that's the camps then, the way that you use them, yeah. Warner's playing some Three Kingdoms. I still wish that I had time to play some more Three Kingdoms. I don't feel like I got to play enough Three Kingdoms. Would have liked to have gotten to play a little more of it, and I guess I could at some point. Yeah, Jeremy says he's ready for mod. Dark Lord Theo says, novelty of the new map wore off. I felt like it was never going to interact with half the factions on the map. Some starts were punishingly difficult. You know what? I can see that, Dark Lord. I agree. Like, some of the starts were really... like, the Demon Prince's start is pretty uninteresting, and then some of the starts, like, you had to walk for, like, 2 or 3 turns in between settlements, and so it was like, move, turn in, attack. All right, move, turn in, move, turn in, move, turn in. Like, so there's just a whole bunch of waiting. I do feel like some of the distances and stuff were a little awkward, maybe, on the movement. And then some of the start positions are definitely way more fun than others. I don't disagree at all. And that is quite a bribe. That is quite a bribe, but we're going to keep moving. See, that's cool, though. I like that Slaanesh Realm has these bribes. It makes it interesting, and if you didn't have to worry about parking an army at the Forge of Souls to stop the enemy who got ahead of you, this would be a really fun thing. You could come into the Realm of Slaanesh, leave, and then, you know, fight your way back into the race for the souls, rather than just realizing that if I don't immediately go in and get ahead of everybody else, that they're going to be ahead of me, and then I won't be able to do anything about it. So see, like right now, I can't stop racing towards this. So that is definitely something that needs to be changed, because then it allows you to have a little more sandbox fun than you get to have at the moment. We got to kill out another Empire army here. Boy, we are really getting a good source of food down here at the meat market, formerly known as Altdorf. Once you are being an honest, constructive critic, please play Mama Wolf in 3K. Who is Mama Wolf? So I really like Warhammer 3 right now. I think it's the best by far. It has issues that need to be fixed, but I guess part of the reason why I didn't get super worked up about all the issues is because, I mean, CA stuck with Game 2, and they kept fixing things, and they kept making it better, and they kept adding content. And so, yeah, I mean, I wish that we had every last bit of that polish that was in Game 2 the minute Game 3 launched. I think that's the way they should have planned it. I think that's the way they should have released it, but they didn't. I'm not terribly worried about it. The game in its current state for me is quite fun. It definitely has failings. I've mentioned those failings tonight, and I've even mentioned how I think they can be fixed really easy and quickly, and then long term, they can decide whether they want to do something more. And they probably would, you know, because they made a lot of changes to Warhammer 2 over the course of its lifetime as well. Anyway, like I said, that's my thoughts on it. I think it's easily fixed.
When do we eat? Take it all.
I know some content creators are like pretty upset at the game right now, and I don't feel that way.
Bring us meat.
I think it's a great game that needs some work that probably should have been there before the launch, but it wasn't. And so here we are, and I think it's gonna get it, and I still have fun with it at the moment. Now, if that's the case, like if some of you are like, I can't play the game right now, that's fine. I'm not telling you, you know, how to think about it or what to do. Absolutely. Like, if that's the way you feel and you paid for the game, then it is what it is. No one can tell you how to think.
Boss Ogre.
Okay, let's get things started.
Firemouth's priest.
I hope we don't hit the hill with this fireball. We might, but I'm gonna give this a shot. Try and get the attention of these Empire jerks. Ooh, it made it. Suck fireball, demigriffs. Ooh, some fire-roasted demigriff. Alright, let's go ahead. I don't have anything to pull down winds of magic faster. I have a range advantage, but they're gonna camp me, which I really don't want to start walking up that hill. I want to sit back here and see if I can entice them into moving. I can't even overcast that yet. We just don't have enough magic. Eddie, thanks for the 10. He says, as a full-time professional who barely has time to watch your streams, you are a legend for balancing this with the job. Well, thank you, Eddie. Hope work has been going good for you. I know it's been really busy for me. Thanks for being here, and appreciate you joining in. I know what it's like to be crazy busy, and definitely appreciate those of you who take the time to watch the videos, and it makes me very happy to know whenever you all are enjoying the videos. So thank you, Eddie. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks for supporting. I am really, really glad to have you all here and to have an opportunity to get to stream with you. I really missed it last week. I miss it bad when I don't get to stream. Well, the Empire is kind of pushing hard towards the other flank here, which is not going to help my lead belchers any.
Lead belchers! Biggest in the tribe!
How long have you been watching, Eddie? Xin Jiang is Mama Wolf. Okay, yeah, she was fun. She was the Bandit Queen, right? I got to play a little bit of Bandit Queen. It was definitely fun to play with. Ooh, yeah, lead belchers are going for the demigriffs. That's exactly what I want. Ouch. At least it's nobblers. Or nobblers. Rest in pieces, sweet little nobblers. I wonder if I can time this right. Oh no, he's not close enough to cast it. Is he? There it goes, there it goes. Maybe. Oh yeah, we're gonna get a little bit of a connection there. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. I need more magic. More magic, please. Alright, they're gonna move up and start trying to character snipe. Let's start pushing forward. I wanted to have some iron guts out here to help take on these demigriffs.
Bring us meat!
These iron guts around the flank. Let's start pounding some of those missile units. Get into combat. On up. Start pushing everything up. Okay, things looking good. Things looking good. The Nobblers took the brunt of some of the... Oh, this is not good. That's not good right here. No. Bad Empire General. Bad.
When do we eat?
Let's get into this fight. Start shredding. Alright, so I've got Saber Tusk crews going in. Let's get forward healing. Alright, that Empire General is now in trouble. We've got Iron Guts and Saber Tusk on him. Alright, excellent. There we go. How are we doing? How are we doing? We're doing. Trying to get to those Armored Cassars. They must have a... what do you call it, an outpost set up. Alright, we beat down the Demigriff Knights there. That's good, because those were certainly a concerning unit. Saber Tusk are all over the missiles. Empire General is on the run. Let's keep the Saber Tusk on him, and let's get these units there. Lead Belchers are not doing great. There. What happened to the rest of my Saber Tusk packs? Get out of that fight. Send some help this way. Get in there, Nobblers. Push forward. But they just will not stop sniping our poor Firebelly. Like, they are just dead set to kill the Firebelly in every battle. It's like CA program these guys. It's like, at all cost, any opportunity, shoot the Lore of Magic, or the Lore of Fire Ogre. It's like their #1 top priority. Alright, we've got him on the run, which is what I figured would happen. So as long as we dealt with the Demigryph Knights well there, we didn't let them pick off a bunch of our low armor ogres with their crossbows, I figured we'd be in pretty good shape there. That is indeed the case. So a good solid victory for us there. More man flesh for the pot. We having drumsticks tonight in camp, folks. Saber Tusk with a Hunter on Stonehorn with Stalk and Gorgers is the ultimate flanker crew. I agree, Alec, and it sounds fantastic. We need to make sure we get it. AJ4, thanks for the 5. He says, your vids helped keep me sane. Always happy when I have time to see at least part of your stream. Well, thank you, AJ. I'm glad it helped you out. Gosh, man, I know, too, like, the last couple of years, whenever it felt like you were trapped inside a bunch or, you know, didn't have places to go, I really relied on YouTube a lot as well. And making the videos, of course, gave me something to do, so it's nice to be able to make them for you, and I'm glad you all enjoyed them. But, you know, I watched a lot of videos as well. Like, it was definitely helpful to have some, you know, entertainment. It's really cool, like, as much as YouTube kind of gets on my nerves with some of the corporate decisions they make, which they do, I have to admit, like, it's still a pretty awesome platform, right? So, like, for instance, I make videos about a total war game with all kinds of crazy, you know, monsters and craziness, right? Magic, all that stuff, and some people love that. I like that kind of stuff, but then also, like, I'm watching a dude out catching catfish on the Tennessee River in his kayak. Why? Because it's cool. I love kayak catfish. You know, like, YouTube, right? It is what it is. Like, what's the guy's name? Beard Bear or whatever? The guy doing awesome, like, insanely skilled playthroughs on the Nintendo Switch games like Metroid or others. Like, I love that kind of stuff. Like, I'll just find myself watching things, and I'm like, man, this is great. This is great. I don't even use my TV anymore. Like, I need to cancel it. Like, I have access to TV, and I never use it. Like, I'm always just watching, like, homemade entertainment from people because I swear it's better than the other stuff anyway. So, anyway. Ooh, we picked up a potion of healing. That's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Let's take a look at some of our stuff here. Yeah, thanks, AJ. Appreciate the support. I like watching vintage leather goods get refurbished. Now, hey, I have watched some refurbishment videos, too. I don't think it was leather goods. I think it was, like, old rusty metal type stuff. It was some guy in Switzerland or something that was repairing things. I think Switzerland. It was some European country. Oh, my gosh, that dude had skill. Like, it was insane. He would take something like 80 years old, as a rusted pile of stuff, and he would make it look absolutely new. It was awesome. Yes, I love the kind of stuff you find on there. I know it's really random, but, man, it's cool. It's really neat, the stuff that you can find out there. I have definitely watched my fair bit of pretty random stuff on YouTube, but at the same time, like, man, I love it. I love that I can be entertained by some random Joe who just makes something fun to watch. And I'm telling you what, people have made some good stuff that I would be way happier to see on TV than the crap that we see on TV. Charge bonus for the Lord's Army, income from raiding, looting, sacking, or we can get absolute violence. We definitely want violence. I mean, violence seems like our thing. My guilty pleasure on this site is watching cows' hooves getting cleaned. See, there's something out there for everyone. You know? That's why I hate it when YouTube does stuff that's kind of like anti-organic creator support, right? Where they do all this stuff, like the way their algorithm works for basically just like TikTok-ish clickbait. Quit that crap. Like, there's so many people working really hard to make awesome content, and then here you all rewarding like an 8-second video of a girl in a bikini just because it gets clicks. And it's like, I get it. You're trying to make money. I understand, but I'm just like, but it sucks. And it's not what people really want to be in. Like, sure, it's going to give you a little more money up front, but ultimately it's going to lead to the downfall of your site. Like, if that's the stuff you do, someone will eventually make a site that provided what you used to provide, and you're going to start losing. So in my opinion, like, sure, it'll make you better money in the short run. Like, there's no question, but you're going to pay for it in the long run. There will be a price to pay in the long run. Biggest thing that businesses seem to forget, and they lose their focus, the biggest and most important thing all the time, making your customer happy. If you don't have a happy customer, you don't have a customer. And when you have no customers, you have no business. And so you got to make the customer happy. Almost there to getting the Rhinox. Yep, I'm working on it, German soldier. I remembered what you said. So when I saw the building over there, I was like, oh, gotta build this so we can get him. Well, we've done a pretty good job of being able to defend here. Pretty happy with that. We've got a lot of annoying corruption. It's on the way down, fortunately. Let's see if we replend enough to go do this fight. Yeah, we're fine. Let's go fight at the debauched fortress of Slaanesh. It's always tempting to auto-resolve these because they take so long, but you all know I'm not going to do that to you here. Alex says, not a self-plug, this isn't my company's channel, but I'm new to doing some woodworking YouTube videos. It's pretty fun to make. Well, that's cool. What kind of woodwork stuff do you like to do? Like, you like making toys, or you like whittling things, furniture? Like, what kind of... I wish I knew how to do more woodworking. It's pretty neat.
The palace of Slaanesh, where the Dark Prince's harem resides. A full-on incursion is not desired or warranted. We need only penetrate its outer defenses, and the courtesans shall reveal themselves.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Slaanesh likes you using the word penetrate there.
Disperse its defenders and capture the Statue of Perfection. This will give you a foothold and grant us supplies to reinforce for the struggle ahead. There are 2 other statues you will need to capture, and so dominate the battle.
Alex says, mostly furniture right now, power carving, a 2-person gaming table. That's cool.
Channel this to your own advantage, not his.
It's awesome. Alright. The seductive realm of Slaanesh. Am I the only one who wants to see like a Zap Brannigan crossover with Slaanesh? I feel like that's a thing that needs to happen. I can just hear the Zap Brannigan voice, you know, every time, you know, saying that the sexy realm of Slaanesh. Like, I can't do his voice good, but I think you all know what I'm talking about if you ever watch Futurama. Oh man, I can't wait for the Futurama reboot. I am there. Sign me up. Alright, Warner, thanks for stopping in. Hope work's going well.
Gush out, boys.
Alright, Gorgers over here. Start to deploy them a little. The stone horn. Let's put the stone horn here because it'll draw attention, and let's put Skrag Daddy right up here to draw some attention. There we go.
Meat harvester.
Meat harvester. We should get to use some crushers in this battle, actually.
The ultimate hunter. Hunter moving.
I'm gonna get out here and try and create a bit of a blob so my lead belchers can do some extra work.
The screaming hunger. Slaughter.
Get mod. Jumps. Seduce that. Alright, well, that went just as well as I had hoped it would. That went quite well. Create the blob, crush the blob. You all aren't familiar with blob busting in Warhammer, you need to get familiar with it. It is a legitimately effective battle strategy. Pushing up over here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Following its voice.
Boys up here and start capping.
Here we go.
what it's worth, Saber Tusk might be worth more than Nobblers. Oh yeah, they are. We need to get rid of the Nobblers and just get Saber Tusk. The Nobblers are really only helpful at this point at just kind of tanking charge damage. And there are other ways around tanking the charge damage, but yeah, that's definitely what I use the Nobblers for. They are a charge absorbent. Sucks to be them, but I mean, it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure that lore ogres would probably approve of my abuse of the Nobblers. Some cannon towers going. Alright, fighting for the Slaanesh realm. Skrag's campaign had to be the most fun for me. Didn't expect to love ogres. You know, I didn't really expect to like the ogres much either. But they are really fun, and then some of their units are just really cool looking too. Like this Stonehorn unit is really unique. And then the Crusher Cavalry looks absolutely awesome. Some of their magic is really fun, and then like Lead Belchers are a lot of fun. They have some fun stuff to play that's pretty unique, honestly. Makes it pretty enjoyable.
Find a meal. Bring supper.
Alright, let's just see how this works. I've got my cannons. Oh man, and the cannons are working well. Working very well. Yeah, we're getting some serious damage done with those cannon towers. What I'd like to do with the ogres here is just save up a bunch of supplies and just really go overkill at the end, call in tons of crushers, stone horns, like all kinds of ridiculous fun stuff.
Skrag, the slower.
Get Skrag Daddy and our hunter up here to help tank some of that charge. So like right here, we need to tank the charge.
When do we eat?
And reinforce. Oh, those are seekers. Ouch. Yeah, those are gonna hurt. That's why you tank a charge right there. Seekers and Heart Seekers. Like, I don't know if you all have played a Slaanesh campaign. I've beaten a Slaanesh campaign. Seekers and Heart Seekers are amazing. Like, Heart Seekers are some of the most, like, I don't know if there is a unit in this game that can deal as much damage as Heart Seekers. They are insane. Like, if you all have not made good use of Heart Seekers in your Slaanesh campaigns, do it. You will not be disappointed. Like, I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. Heart Seekers are absolutely obscene in the amount of damage that they deal. Like, I was sitting there in the fight for the Forge of Souls, like, just deleting soul grinders. I had 4 units of them, and I put gold weapon upgrades on them, and we were literally just deleting soul grinders one after the other. Each one of my Heart Seekers got over 10,000 gold value damage in the battle. Like, it was absolutely and utterly insane.
Thundering fall.
Yeah, I mean, it is obscene what you can get done with those units. Needs some more magic. Rid of these Slaaneshis. Let's go ahead and pull my hunter over here to help. I swear you just cannot channel enough winds of magic. Skrag, like, his recharge rate is really bad. Most things I really like about Skrag, but his recharge rate is actually just bad.
Here we go.
Lead Belcher's alive, do a little bit of healing, pull them back away from that fight. We are almost done with this wave, and looks like we turned the tide over there.
Overwhelm them.
Those towers were definitely good. They did a lot of damage for us. I could probably tear those towers down at this point. We won't need them. Get some of my funds back. Ogre spells are brutally expensive. They are, but boy, they do a lot of damage too.
The quarry is mine.
Ogre spells do tons of damage.
I will more.
Left just the Seekers over here. That's our last. All right. So wave 1 completed. Boom. Should take the gates down. Yep. And now we've got our next opportunity ahead of us. Let's see, I need to go ahead and put some units into teleport. So let's go ahead and teleport those 2 out. They're a little bit thrashed. The rest of our units ready for round 2. However, I'm going to do a similar tactic again. I'm going to use my single entities to tank and then just use magic to clean it up. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move the lead belchers up to here. Let's get our Nurglers up here too. Everybody moving? Yeah, every unit's moving. All right, great. I'm not going to call in any reinforcements yet. We just don't need them yet. We will, but you're okay at the moment. We got up in front of us Hellstriders, Demonettes, Hellstriders and Demonettes. Either one of these should prove too much of a challenge. Well, they really did a good job on the skybox around these Realm of Chaos maps, though. It is truly beautiful. Which is why I kind of like the Realms of Chaos. Like, the Realms of Chaos, it has its nuisances that need to be improved, but they are very immersive in terms of, like, really instilling the sheer insanity and terror that is the Realms of Chaos. Like, so I feel like they do a good job bringing that to life. And then, you know, these battles are huge with tons of enemies, and so it makes it, like, to me, it's a really cool immersion, and I like it. And so that's why I wish that they would just, you know, tweak it and fix it. Don't just get rid of it or something, you know what I mean? Because I think it has a lot of potential for entertainment's sake. Alright, here it comes. Lead Belchers. Jill, a few close-ups while I can afford to get close-up here. It's a big breech loader, or, sorry, muzzle loader. Are they, like, smoking a cigar kind of thing? Yeah, that's like they're smoking the thing that lights it. That's awesome. That is totally Ogre.
Perfumed ones are in trouble.
Ooh, yeah, that's good stuff. Get some nice damage done. All right, let's get our single entities out front. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of heals on Skrag Daddy and our hunter.
Game. The more calls, but I am. It's time to be ritual.
All right.
Lead belchers.
Fall back just a bit with the lead belchers.
When do we
I need to take a bunch of damage on them. Forward. Let's get our Maw magic fired up here.
Voice of the Lord.
Get wrecked. Oh, you better run. Filthy little demonettes. There's some pain and pleasure for you.
Lead belchers.
Skrag knows what the demonettes like.
The more calls.
All right. Yeah. 11 or 12 helpings with the ogres. Yeah, you can't just have seconds. I mean, you have to go dozens with ogres. Dozens of helpings.
Find a meal.
Oh, there's some Hellstriders left over here. That's okay. They shall be gone soon enough.
Helps the tribe.
Send my Gorgers to knock those out. I don't have any armor, so they ought to fall apart pretty quick. Look at them just like driving for my lead belchers. AI always with a sniper mentality.
Off we go. I hear them. Great more. They will be yours.
Okay, let's get some towers built. Where are the towers here? Okay, I see it. Towers are gonna dish out some tremendous damage. I'm gonna go back here to these towers that we're no longer using and go ahead and kill those to get some extra supplies back. I think we get half of the supplies back. Okay. Perfect. Good.
These ogre mates. Looking for him. Pour together. Here we go. Tribe on the move. That'll do.
Excellent. All right, so here comes wave 2. Ah, I love it. They're getting shot already. Ooh, Seekers. Seekers are brutal. Seekers and Heart Seekers, absolutely
Where's
brutal.
supper? Hungry!
Look at those towers. This sheer ownage.
Lead belchers!
No lead belcher.
Here we
I'm all the way back here.
Looking for me!
Trust me, lead belchers, you don't want to be out front during a Slaaneshi attack. They're gonna chew you up.
Seeking fresh meat!
So far, pretty slow advance. This tower has a great line of sight there.
Take it all!
Woo,
Off
tower
we
just
go.
wrecked those Seeker chariots.
Oh, yes!
Excellent.
The butcher
Now let's get in
wins.
here and just clog this
Meal
up.
time.
Send some help that direction. Skrag, do your thing.
The screaming hunger!
Beat him to the maw. Oh man, that spell is fantastic. That spell is absolutely fantastic. Alright, well we've got this spot clogged up real nice. I mean, they're definitely not getting through that one easy. Let's send some help this way.
Genius!
Here we go. This way, gents, this way. I'm gonna keep Skrag in kind of a convenient middle location here.
Killing time! The rise of slaughter!
Skrag. Go ahead and start getting some more winds channeled.
Guts out, boys!
Alright, here we go. How we doing? How we doing? After these Seeker chariots. Let's clog up this flank, hit those Seekers in the flank. Seekers do a ton of damage on the charge, but if you can bog them down even for just a second, usually more than they can handle. I'm gonna give these guys another maw over here. Rest in pieces, you sweet demonettes of Slaanesh. You were looking for pain, then you found it. In the loving embrace of the Maw's jaws. Maw's jaws, I like it.
Find him and kill him!
It's a rhyme I didn't even intend.
Of prey!
Alright, well, it looks like Wave 2 is getting ground down, tenderized, and ready for the stew.
When do we eat? The more calls.
Skrag's got some decent kills
Where's
already.
the meat?
Let's get some more ammo. Alright. All that's left is a few demonettes and some Seeker chariots, and then this stuff will rout as soon as we defeat
Hunter!
the remainder of the wave. I think that Seeker chariot right over there is our last legit target here. I want bacon, so do I, Captain Pip. That sounds great. Need an AC 130. We need a gunship of the Maw. I would be open to that. Let's get a couple of these. Teleport out. Good. You know what, we'll let those guys fight one more round. It doesn't really matter if they die.
Let's go, boys!
I want to get my lead belchers healed up for the final round, so I'm going to teleport them out. I'll go ahead and teleport them out too. We've got plenty of money for reinforcements. Now let's go ahead and grab the Gorgers. Gorgers are fantastic. They are pretty strong. Okay. In fact, if we want to get a little bit OP here, watch this. We're gonna give them gold weapon upgrades. Oh yeah. Spend that cash like it's going out of style. What do we got over here? Alright, Skrag Daddy.
I bring my pot. Biggest in the tribe. Noblars!
Excellent. Here we go. Yeah, gold weapon upgraded Gorgers are going to be absolutely bonkers. They are going to be absolutely bonkers. Look at that, 83 melee attack, 162 weapon strength plus anti-infantry. That is a 20 bonus versus infantry. Woo! Not that Slaanesh has any armor, you know, you just have a little bit of nipple armor when you're playing Slaanesh, but you got some thigh highs and nipple armor, which, you know, so we don't really need the AP, but those bonuses are going to be good. Slaanesh hasn't really mastered armor at this point, you know. Slaanesh enjoys all of life's indulgences, but apparently armor is not one of those indulgences. It's like the one thing that repulses Slaanesh. Probably the only thing that repulses Slaanesh.
Follow the Morse code.
Alright, Alec got censored by YouTube, and I can't tab out to go fix it because Warhammer 3 does have crashes sometimes when you tab out, but Alec says, no nipples will remain intact after this day. That's right, Alec. Sorry, I can't tab out to unhide your pre-censored comment by YouTube. It's going to be like punching a piece of paper. Exactly. That is a very good description of this fight. It's going to be like a wet iron fist punching through a piece of printer paper. I think that would be a pretty accurate description of what's about to happen.
Servant of the Maw. Scourge of beasts. Following its voice, knowing hunger. The dark magic. The Maw commands. Slice the meat.
All right. Let the shredding commence. Some of our Gorgers peeled off over into this fight.
I seek.
No. You stay in there and fight. Stay in there, Skrag Daddy. Get more Gorgers over here. Now, Gorgers don't have a lot of armor themselves, so that is a downside here. But we're gonna give them a little get out of jail free card here. There we go. Rest in pepperoni, sweet demons.
Skrag, the slaughterer.
All right. We got the work done. It'll be a pretty savage beat down there.
The quarry is mine.
Hey, what's going on, Appius? Welcome. Thanks for unhiding the comment for me. Appius, you are fantastic. How's life? You keeping busy at work? Still making content? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well.
Butcher.
Appius is an awesome figure in my community. He helped... I think Appius was one of the creators of the Discord. Either that or he was there near the beginning, and he's been a moderator on it for a long time. Really appreciate all that Appius does for me. He's fantastic. He was making a lot of videos on Troy, too, which were really fun. The multiplayer videos. Says life's crazy, but the only content I'm making right now is Spartan Total Warrior. That's awesome. Spartan Total Warrior. CA, please, Spartan Total Warrior 2. Why you do this to us? Why you make us wait, CA? Right, we have access to stone horns, right? Stone horn daddies.
The courtesan appears. We must kill this demon prince and take their soul.
I like how even the demon prince has the uniboob armor. I appreciate that Slaanesh cares enough about the single boob to provide it protection, you know? I think that that is very telling about priorities for Slaanesh. You only got the one boob, so treat it well. Alright, let's get some reinforcements in here. I'm gonna get some... what do we want? Probably crushers? Yeah, crushers. Let's get some crushers in. See what the Demon Prince dives down on. Okay, he dove down on some poor nobblers. Send the crushers to start working them over. Oh man, the tower, that blob, that juicy blob just got wrecked by our towers. The Ogre towers are so strong. I love every minute of it. Send some help over here. Our crushers have the Demon Prince tied down. Let's just give them some protection. Those are Heart Seekers. We do not want the Heart Seekers going after our crushers. Alright, Skrag Daddy.
Hungry!
Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Bring us meat!
Crushers are doing a good job. They're definitely picking away at the Demon Prince. Not as fast as I can kill a Demon Prince with Heart Seekers, but still, it's an impressive performance by the Crushers. Get rid of all the chaff in there.
When do we eat?
Okay.
Master Predator!
Attack from over here now, so let's send some help that way. Alright, so I got some Gorgers headed to this flank, taking on the Seekers. Let's get some magic off over there. Oh yeah, we're doing very well. Yeah, the Crushers are doing really good. Let's get some up-close look, because we've been talking about the Rhinox. Let's make sure I get a good look at them. Oh yeah. Now I know where the Rhinox hide comes from. I love it. I love all the paint names when you're painting minis. But those Crushers are absolutely awesome. That's definitely looking good. Yes. Alright, well, the Demon Prince is getting absolutely owned by my Crushers. Let's see. More. A couple of stone horns. Send one over here, and then let's get a stone horn. Well, nope, that flank's already done. Too late. Missed the party. Wow, we just did not have a very hard time punching Slaanesh in the face. And I can't say I'm terribly surprised by it. Slaanesh is not very well equipped to fight ogres. In fact, Slaanesh is pretty poorly equipped to fight ogres, for the most part. Very limited tools for Slaanesh against large. Right, so Demon Prince got crushed by the Crushers, which was very appropriate. He will no doubt taste delicious in the soup pot tonight at camp. Rhinos from 10,000 PC, that's right. Rimuru got censored by YouTube here too, but he says, I guess that boob armor doesn't work on a Rhinox. That's correct. That one plate there, I mean, just, it's not gonna cut it. Slaanesh has all the tools for any situation. Why is it so easy to make jokes against Slaanesh? I love it, ain't no meeting. Oh, poor Slaanesh is just always getting dunked on. You know, the stew tonight is gonna taste great. All these Slaaneshis are just full of wine and indulgence, and I mean, he's gotta make for some decent food, right? Because they just sit there and indulge in everything. So, oh man, that's good stuff. All right, let's end this battle. Oh, that's good stuff. How much damage we get done with Skrag? Skrag did pretty good there, 76-37. Yeah, nice performance from a lot of these units. The Gorgers didn't do as good as they could. I guess probably because Slaanesh does so much damage and they're pretty low armor. The Crushers did great, though. Rufus, thanks for joining in. Hope you have a good night. He says, got to finish the homework. Well, good luck with it, Rufus. Thanks for joining in while you could. Stonehorn, Crushers. Ah, here it is. 2214 and 1649. Not bad. Like, that's pretty good damage that they got out there because they weren't in the battle for very long. They only came in there at the very end. But we should get plenty of meat once we get back to our own land, so I'll just replenish because we never know what we're going to be facing when we get back. Money and replenishment's probably handy. I mean, the replenishment wasn't much. I probably should have just taken the money.
So, Be'lakor has rebuilt his throne of old. But to what purpose? He has no followers, no army. Even the Chaos Gods abandoned him.
Does something amuse you? You sit in your little chair, but what power do you really wield? Hidden away, deep in this forge. Hidden. Your roar was felt across the world. A god's carrion will attract powerful scavengers. Let them come. The essence of the slain will be repurposed into an army.
It cannot
See you, Appius. Thanks for stopping by and joining in. Keep working, man. Hang in there. You're awesome.
He intends to build an army of the most twisted manifestations. Soul grinders.
Your Chaos Masters will not allow it. I have no masters! The Chaos Gods are forbidden to enter here. Be silent while we wait. Wait for what? For you to die.
Am I the only one who wants to see Urson get out of there and just really slap Be'lakor around?
A third soul now lies fettered in the pages of my book. Yet Be'lakor, previously consumed by his own machinations, now strikes out at the threats arrayed against him. Gears turn in the Forge of Souls once more, and the Dark Master sends forth armies of soul grinders under his command. We must be ready, for they will surely come against us.
Armies of soul grinders. Someone give that massive teddy bear a hug. Exactly. Give Urson some love. Love Urson. Okay, so Skrag Daddy is back from the realms of chaos. It's like Middenland is causing trouble for our Nordland friends. We do have our camp. Let's see, we are building... Okay, so we're going to be getting towards our cavalry that we really need. I really like man-eaters, especially the ones with pistols. I'd like to be able to get some man-eater pistols as well. It'd be expensive, but let's go ahead and spend some cash on that. I need to make another camp and build it up, and we need that camp because I need the income. So some part of me wants to come back here in the middle of my land, like in a relatively safe spot, and build a camp and not really have to fill it with an army. Not an expensive one at least, but we get income from the camps. So I'd like to have that going on.
Skrag, soldier, servant.
Could probably make a camp right here, huh? Yeah.
Directive.
Might as well make a camp here, and then that way, if they do bust through Altdorf again, I've got something right behind it, and then it can help support this area with food and everything else. So let's go ahead and make a camp here.
Complete.
Want the income. Or income. Yeah, I'll go ahead and build that. I'm going to save a little bit of cash here, though. We need to have a little extra on hand in case we suddenly run into the negative from something. Let's see. Oh, I want to look at some of the equipment on these guys. I actually could have done it from up on the screen. Let's go to Skrag.
Wait.
Can Skrag not wear armor, or do we just not have any armor? He can wear it. Just wondering if he was like too big for it or something. Big boy Skrag. Holy melee attack. I only get to use it once though. This Talisman of Preservation is looking real good. Way better than our Dawnstone, so let's throw that in. Causes Terror is going to be okay, but we fight so many demons that I just... There's something better, maybe? Potion of Healing, for sure. Halfling Cookbook. Reduces cooldown on a bunch of his spells. That's probably a pretty good thing. Non-spell Hellheart. Yeah, that doesn't seem that great. A Scroll of Power, Channeling Staff. Word Save's kind of cool. That's not bad, having like a reduced tool cooldown there. I think that'll be all right. Let's keep the cooldown thing. Let's check out some of our other characters here.
Slaughter, servant.
So our butcher, let's grab him. Whatever we can. We don't have a ton of stuff like this leadership hex. Sure, why not? Let's throw it in. Butcher can have a casting item. Let's go ahead and give him a Dawnstone. Let's give him. Let's see. Toughness. Terrifying Mask would probably be good. Or hang on, that took away. Yeah, I like the Terrifying Mask better than what we had on there. Let's see. More armor. Casting, I guess we could go ahead and give him that, just because no one else is using it. Let's fuse these. Book of Asher. Oh my, ward save, that is beautiful.
My cookbonner waits.
That book go. Oh yeah, we're gonna take that. Why did it automatically stick it on that dude? So that is gonna be a 34% ward save for Skrag.
It hungers.
I am down with that.
It cools. Ogre tyrant.
Let's see. Warrior Bane. Dawnstone. Scroll of Shielding. Yeah, let's give him Scroll of Shielding. Enchanted item. Flying Mask. Alright, let's see what else we can get here. Starman! Thank you for the 20. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining in. It is great to have you here. How's life been? What are you up to these days? You playing Warhammer 3? Are you enjoying it? Let me know how you're doing. Thank you, Starman. That is very, very kind of you. Appreciate all your support for the channel over all these years. You are awesome. Got the Brass Cleaver.
I'm boss, and that's that. Must butcher.
Let's put the Brass Cleaver here. Shrieking Talisman, Luckstone, enchanted item. I don't know if we have any enchanted items for him. We do have this one. Don't have any armor available. Nothing else I can fuse at the moment. So there we go. Got some stuff on there. Starman, thank you so much. We just left the realm of Slaanesh. We're having fun here. I mean, how can you not have fun when you're in the realm of Slaanesh? Pretty much a requirement.
I'll eat these holes.
Any thoughts on the mods for Warhammer 3? Well, I know there's some unofficial mods out there because they haven't officially released the workshop, but I am extremely excited to see mods for Warhammer 3 because, first of all, I think there's a lot of things that modders can probably fix faster than CA, and it gives them good ideas when they see it. And that's not me bashing CA. I'm just saying, modders have different priorities and timing and stuff like that. I think they're going to do a lot of good stuff. I used mods in Warhammer 2 in my campaigns all the way to the end. Stuff that I felt like modders fixed and did a better job than CA, like made the campaign better. And again, not insulting CA, I'm just saying it is what it is. Starman is a proud member for 47 months on the channel. That is 4 years. me a channel membership. He says, I'm great and I'm playing and love demons. That's awesome, man. Yeah, there's a lot of fun in the demon factions. I have a lot of fun with Khorne, and I have a lot of fun with Slaanesh. And I didn't think I would like playing Slaanesh at all. Tzeentch is fun too, but it's a little more tedious because you have to do all the missile attacks. But I do like playing Tzeentch. But I have to say, like, Slaanesh's charge bonuses and Heart Seekers and stuff are absolutely obscene. And really fun. And then Khorne, of course, is really fun just for the, you know, constant skulls for the throne and such. But yeah, they're all fun. Like, I have a good time. Are you still going to do the co-op campaign? I do want to do a co-op campaign with Mrs. Air. I just need to get the timing worked out. I probably need to finish one of the ones I'm working on, then we'll do it. But I also thought about, when I finish streaming this Ogre campaign, I was thinking about starting a, you know, like a larger co-op campaign and letting people from the Discord play with me, and we would just play a co-op campaign on stream as well. So that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, I definitely want to try some co-op campaign and get to experience the changes, because I think they made a lot of really nice changes to the co-op campaign. Should hit us with Slaanesh tips video. I'll watch it and like the shiz out of it. Are you having trouble with Slaanesh, Alec? The start for Slaanesh can be a little dicey, but once you get rolling with Slaanesh, fairly easy. But yeah, the start can certainly be a little bit challenging at times for people playing Slaanesh. I think that the area they start in is kind of large, and they have to kind of be all over the place initially, but ultimately it seems like they've got an opportunity to kind of calm things down. The meat market is still rebuilding. Don't have enough growth there because that portal was there. We're still not... Yeah, we're finally starting to grow again.
All mine!
Alright, we got some income going on at the meat market.
Where you going,
And meat generated. Camp growth. Let's do the camp growth. Let's end the turn. We don't have a lot of money right now. We are definitely short on money. Ooh. All right.
Gonna be over, tyrant, one day.
All right. Don't worry, folks. I'll do my best to take care of the bot. But it's possible that the game will crash while I'm taking care of the bot, because that's one of the things that CA needs to fix. The game has alt-tabbing crash issues. But yeah, I'll take care of it. Alright. Shriek. Not at war with these humans, but some of these other ones we are. Like, some part of me wants to just go, like, destroy some of their territory to beat them back. Kislev got really strong for a while, and I was getting worried that they were going to overrun us, but I'm feeling a little safer against Kislev at the moment. I love that meat market camp. That is such a perfect name for this place. Alright, let's go ahead and...
Slaughter, sermon.
Ooh, we can come up here and lay some ambush with Skrag Daddy.
Must go. Conceal yourselves.
Alright, there we go. Got some ambush laid. I'm gonna attack those guys, but I'd love to get over here to Hergig and put a beat down on that. I don't know, do we just start pummeling these humans? Maybe we do. Maybe we just start beating them. Then that's gonna expand my land a lot more, and I just don't have the... I don't have the capability to defend it at the moment.
I'll eat any challenger.
Yeah, I just don't know that I have the capability to defend it. I'm going to...
Find me,
I'm gonna get over here and see if we can lure the humans in. I do have those traits that run back from the realm. Crap. It's only minus 10 control and leadership. It isn't great, but where do I have a building that would deal with it? I think my building for it was way across here. It was. I can't build one at the meat market until we get enough growth. That is going to be a long time in the making, so I might want to build it here at the Gristle Valley. Just for the time being. Let's go ahead and delete that and build it here. And if I can move Skrag back there, we can get rid of those traits. Let's do, oh, there is an Empire army back here.
Not possible.
Good.
Obey me!
Stand in ambush stance and
The more.
keep the surprises waiting in this turn. Nikki, thanks for being here. How are you doing? Are you still rolling in salt pennies, Nikki? Appreciate you joining. Appreciate all the support you've given me. Let's see. Senshi, it's great to have you too. Our Prophet Bat is here. Prophet Bat thing. Ogre Jabba the Hutt. That's right, Senshi. Ooh, we picked up another Talisman of Preservation. Nice, that's great. Is good stuff. Alright, so we got the Talisman.
The dome.
Gosh dang, man, we just got back. We just got back from the Realms of Chaos. Like, we just got rid of all the corruption. We're gonna have to go through it all again. Alright, rest in pieces, us. I need to recruit some heroes, even though it's gonna cost me money I don't feel like I have.
I'm boss, and that's that.
We're gonna need someone to start closing, we're gonna need someone to start closing rifts. Go ahead and grab that hunter. It's gonna eat up a little bit of my upkeep. No need to build a building. Get into the province capital, and you can get rid of these rift traits. Oh, okay. I know some factions have that. Yeah, they do too. Okay, good. Cauldron Town already has it. Okay, well, I shouldn't have torn down my crap here. I don't remember what I tore down. I think it says this. Let's rebuild it. Because I like wasting money like that.
It is treason to command me.
Impossible.
These guys are trying to get across the river. River Shriek's got decent defenses. Meat Market has really crappy defenses. I need to try and get rid of these traits before we go back to the Realms of Chaos. I'm gonna rush back over there.
In charge.
Okay.
You're going in my gut.
Let's end another turn. I guess the good thing about the Realms of Chaos is that at least we're fighting and earning some money, because money be shy as it is. Worried about contracts, honestly. Like, we don't have any time to do contracts, unfortunately. It already happened for Skrag when he entered Meat Market. Good. You already had some of those traits removed. I'll check and make sure they're all gone. I forgot that sometimes the buildings just do it automatically there, so that's good. Yeah, you know what? Let's eat a hearty brunch. That sounds pretty. Or actually, you know what? I want the cash. We can afford a little bit of meat right now. All right, so Skrag Daddy has a few traits to get rid of. The Ice Court rules supreme, so the Ice Court is going to win the race for supporters.
Tyrant.
Our Tyrant is going to come back and defend the Meat Market. We have enemies inbound.
The boss.
There's enemies inbound. In fact, I want to... I'm gonna come out of that settlement right there.
Time for a
Set up an ambush.
Oh,
Set up an ambush. Dr. Frankenfuhrer. That's right, Senshi. Is life treating you good, Senshi? Plenty of good Skaven food, yes, yes.
No one else
Immortality. Some bolts. Benji, thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate everybody who's been here. And I love streaming. I missed it last week. Thanks for joining. Thank you for all making this fun. Like, this is such a nice reprieve after a busy day of work. You get to jump on here and just relax and stream with awesome folks. I feel very, very fortunate to have the opportunity, so thank you. Control and corruption. Be helpful. I don't have anybody on that side of the map right now.
Wandering hunter.
The Toddbringer is right there on our borders. Toddy Toddbringer. Paul says enjoying the stream. Thanks, Paul. Dum Dum says we missed you last week. Really appreciate your content. Thank you. Jackson says couldn't agree more, but thank you. Appreciate it. It is definitely great to be back. I guess that's one of the benefits of me working full-time, right? Is that I get frustrated because I can't spend more time making content, streaming with you all, but at the same time, because I'm not full-time, I get the opportunity. Yeah, we got enemies inbound. Kislev is making a run at us from the north, and they've got an elemental bear in that army. I'm gonna get Skrag Daddy up that way. Got enemies inbound here too. Big Chungus. Got some enemies to beat down at the moment.
Tear you apart.
He's like, no. Like, no thanks. Don't want any of that. Hey, what's up, helmet? Wanna fight? Huh? Oh, no one wants to fight? What's up? Why do y'all be bringing your armies down here and then you don't want to fight?
Don't let them see you.
Alright.
Ogre tyrant.
How much money do I need to build up here? So we can get Mournfang with great weapons and Mournfang Iron Fist.
You wouldn't see me coming.
Then we can get Crushers and Crushers with great weapons. So how much do I need for that? I need 16,000. Woo! Let's just start saving the meat. AJ4, thanks for the 5. He says, thanks for the stream. Good night, y'all. Thanks, AJ. You were fantastic. Really appreciate you dropping by. Ooh, the Kislevites came down to attack our camp, which is honestly the right move, because if they kill my camp, they're going to hurt me bad. They've got Zargard and Ice Guard, Griffin Legion, Light Sleds. They're led by an Ice Witch, Lore of Ice, and then they've got a Snow Leopard as well. It says they were going to take high casualties. That, yeah, it's possible, but I think we're going to actually do pretty darn well in this battle. And it's pretty defensive, too. The question is, will we want to stay defensive? Sometimes I like to sally out and crush one of their smaller things while leaving some units to just hold one of the capture points, then we'll come and finish off the rest of them. See, like, for instance, right here, the Witch. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty juicy target right there. Yeah, I think I know how we're going to handle this. So I'm going to take the Bulls with dual weapons. And then we got Iron Fist, which are a bit more defensive. Let's take our Iron Fist.
Take it all.
Let's line up some Iron Fist through here.
Iron Fist.
This settlement was not built large enough for ogres. CA, please.
Take it all.
Alright, so I've got plenty of units there to really bog all that stuff down. And then let's leave some reinforcements in case they're needed. Something like that. And then want my some of these guys here, our Tyrant and Mournfangs here. Our Gorgers, want to kind of split them up. Not here. Gonna come at these flanks. Okay, let's get it done.
Biggest in the tribe. I decide.
They should charge at me over there, and we'll just kind of hold in that choke point. It'll be very difficult for them to break through us, and that choke point's gonna be straight into these Ice Guard. They are anti-large, but we still can't afford to let them start shooting us, so I'm gonna get after them quickly. Gorgers are in position, dual weapons charge. Get up in here. Tyrant, Gorgers, gonna help finish. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a downright slaughter right here. You can see those Ice Guard are holding out well in that fight. Look at the damage they're putting down on that Mornfang cavalry. They are tough. Ice Guard aren't really great for like getting them charged or anything, but they can hold off for a moment against the charge. They are supremely tough in a melee. Really good units. Ice Guard are some of my favorite units in the game, honestly. I really enjoy playing Kislev. Send in our reinforcements, because here what we want... I see there's more Ice Guard here, and that sucks. I don't know if we can win this fight over here, so I'm not sure if I want to commit more units. Risk committing more units. Let's go ahead and commit them. And this fight over here ought to wrap up pretty quickly. And what I'm going to do is take the Gorgers and run outside the camp along the boundaries. Come on, crush them. Get them. Let's take our
Guts out, boys!
cavalry and start running that way. How is this Ice Witch still alive? I mean, come on now.
Worship my
Don't lie to me.
Biggest in the tribe!
Let's go here and then take these and start moving around. Alright, so I got Gorgers and cavalry. Start making their way to that side of the map.
Guts out, boys! When do we eat?
Let's start heading this way. Alright, we're just gonna keep piling into this blob and basically just making it near impossible for Kislev to get through. Just have a giant mass of guts, blubber flailing, clubs swinging. Gosh dang, man, Griffin Legion is some awesome looking cavalry. Almost ashamed to have to beat their face in so bad. More chicken wings. We are definitely getting shellacked by some of their missiles, but we should be able to hold out. I've got reinforcements inbound. So yeah, reinforcements are on the way. I'm actually gonna just fast forward for a moment because it's just gonna be a grind right here. Nothing but. Got some of the stats there. Alright, so reinforcements is arriving. I shouldn't be able to see my Gorgers here, so let's swing in behind that Ice Guard. Everybody else. Hey, nice movement order there. I guess one of the routing Kislev units got in their way and blocked their move order. CA, please. CA, please.
Boss on the move.
Now, Kislev has done pretty well on this fight. You gotta give those Zargards some credit, man. They're in a heavyweight fight, and they are doing pretty well, all things considered. I'm gonna try and back up out of range over here because they're just trying to snipe my leader. Alright. Let's get this done. Yeah, it's really kind of crappy that half my reinforcements got blocked by a regrouping Kislevite unit because I really need them over here at the moment. We're near being broken through over here. Now bring in my leader to help hold that up. If their sleds are going to try and run away from me, then I'm just going to plow into the back of these Zargard and kind of ignore the sleds. Like, I know the sleds cause a lot of damage, but at the same time, I don't think they're going to be able to quickly kill all my units because there's only one unit of them. And by getting the rear charge in here with the Gorgers, it ought to start to wrap up that fight. Then I can use my Mornfangs to get in here and help crush the sleds. Their leadership was dropping, so now they've got their temporary unbreakable. So let's get in and finish the job. So their army is going to be temporarily unbreakable, but about to defeat him. So as expected, this was actually a pretty big win for us. I didn't think Kislev really had what it was going to take to win this fight, and they sure enough did. Got their Ice Guard here. And the unit models in this game are so pretty. And then modders haven't even gotten a shot at it yet, so it's going to get even better. Okay. The disciples of the Maw defended their camp, so we won't be losing that camp today, which is good, because we get a decent amount of income from it. Definitely don't want to lose it. That northern flank foe is a little weak for us. Definitely a little weak. Unit replenishment's actually pretty decent there, so let's eat these guys. Delicious. Love me some frozen meat. Benji says, haven't purchased Warhammer 3 and didn't have a look till now, but seeing there's so much old world, I feel disappointed already. Well, Benji, what you need to wait on is the new version of Mortal Empires. We don't know what they're calling it. Everybody's just calling it Immortal Empires right now. There's going to be a large campaign map that brings in all of the Game 1 and 2 factions and goes well beyond the old world. So if you don't really want to play in the old world, then yeah, you probably should wait for the the new version of Mortal Empires, whatever the heck they call it. Because it'll certainly have the map that it is that you're looking for there. So it looks like we did not get our ambush here. It says we're gonna lose. I mean, I don't think so. Well, they do have reinforcements here. Let's fall back. See if we have a better opportunity to fight here, rather than getting ourselves too far out ahead. Old Kislevite wings. Yeah, boy, there were 2 armies from Kislev here, so it's a good thing. Yeah, Zarina Katerin, she's got 2 elemental bears and a Grom. Yikes. I'm gonna be marching fast as I can up north, because we're gonna need some help.
The Ice Queen bows to no.
And let's see what happened down here.
Ogre tyrant!
We have Lightning Strike. I can't remember with this lord. I don't think we have Lightning Strike yet on this guy. Yeah, we do. It appear to be an option, though, because we didn't make the attack last time. We do have Lightning Strike available. We could use it to knock out one of these armies over here. They have a whole nother army coming in behind, but at the same time, we don't want to let them get all grouped up, so I still think we should get over here and Lightning Strike.
Your dinner!
Let's Lightning Strike, destroy one army. That's probably going to be all the time I have for tonight if I do this. Yeah, so this is what we want to do. We want to Lightning Strike here. It still says we're going to have a crushing defeat. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, prove me wrong here, AI. Prove me wrong. The Auto Resolve really likes how halberdiers look. Yeah, definitely. Benji says, I was hyped basically for Cathay only, now I'm going to wait till Immortal Empires. Yeah, I mean, I would just wait if I were you. If you're not all that bent on, all this old world stuff, I mean, Cathay's going to be in that. You'll get a chance to play Cathay on a big brand map. I would just wait for it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with waiting. Says, I wonder if my 16 gig of RAM Potato GTX 1650 would be able to do it. Has anybody here run this game with the 1650? I mean, I'm assuming it would run at 1080p. But I don't know how well. The game is terribly optimized. This game is not optimized at all. It's pretty rough on hardware. I don't know. And I don't have any cheaper graphics cards here anymore. I used to. But whenever the graphics card shortage came around, I started selling and giving away all my graphics cards because people needed them and couldn't buy them, and so I did not scalp anybody for my graphics cards. I gave the fair price when I sold one, and then I actually gave away some to friends and family and stuff like that, because I had a bunch of them around just from doing different computer building and testing, and then back when MSI was sponsoring the channel, I had a few from them, so yeah, I used to have a bunch of graphics cards to do different testing on, and I don't right now. The only 2 that I've got in my house are in my 2 computers, and they're both very expensive. Very expensive. They are not representative of what most people are going to be using, probably. Alright, here we go. Skoturf says runs okay on a 960. I'm assuming if you're running on a 960, you're doing what, 1080p? Is that low settings, medium settings?
Go prove it!
It'd be great if Creative Assembly would get DLSS or FSR technology working on their Total War games, because having some extra frames would be pretty nice. I'm gonna get my lead belchers into range. Open fire on those great swords.
Bring us meat!
Oh yeah. Choke on it, uglies. As soon as I use that, they're gonna move, so I'm actually gonna hold off. Oh man, our lead belchers are owning that great sword. Start picking at some halberds, because halberds are a pretty good danger to us. Just want to pick off as many other high-value targets as I can. Lead belchers are so good at infantry killing. Shoot the halberds. Yep, that's what we doing. Have you named one of your ogres Shrek? No, I would like to, and maybe that's what we can name one of the new ogre hunters. Because I do need a Shrek. Shooting halberds. Already killed 50 of their men. It's fantastic. And they'll be pretty well pulverized and tenderized from being hit by the lead belchers. Alright, so that is some nice damage. Let's pull back. Oh yeah, here comes the YOLO. Here's the full Leroy Jenkins. Coming in from the Empire.
Biggest in the tribe. Iron God.
Franz Jenkins.
It's happening. Serve the Ogres. The more calls. When do we eat? Crunch their skulls. Munch them.
Let's get some rear attacks. A little support there. Let's take out those crossbows. Those crossbows are fine. I gotta back up.
Yeah.
In there.
Thundering.
In there. Want to over blob up on those spearmen because we need more units on the other side of the map. Saber Tusk Pack just preserved over here. That's not ideal. Just stuck with those halberds.
My blood.
Let them burn! Oh shoot, that hit a lot of our own guys, but you know, prices must be paid. Well, hit a lot of their guys too.
Run for it! I want more! Ruler of the tribe!
Alright, the fight on this side has not gone very well. Those halberds did extremely well. They got really high melee defense, so we're struggling. Firebelly just got routed, but as long as he runs away, it shouldn't be the end of the world.
Ogre tyrant, their dinner.
I was predicting we were going to lose this fight. I don't think I've played it perfectly, but I don't know where that lose prediction came from. Like, it's not exactly a close fight, really, here.
Off we go.
Yeah, this is not like some kind of, oh, the Empire's about to win. No, I mean, they're getting pummeled. And it's really only the fact that they had, like, silver chevron units that made the fight even last this long. Those guys. Alright, clean that up. That is a very long and drawn-out attack there. Units. Saber Tusk back in here. We got 215 kills with lead belchers. That is awesome. Got a few extras there. 222. Lead belchers have been really good. I've got one more halberd unit over here that's chasing off some of my iron fist.
Fire is life. Sword of the firebound. Getting it done.
We'll charge here. Let's take our lead belchers and get ready to target those
Helps the tribe.
halberds that are moving back our way.
Bring us meat.
See if I can time that right. Oh, close. We almost got them. They turned away. That's okay. That's just giving my lead belchers more time. Oh, what's going on out here? Saber tusk got caught on a halberd. How annoying. I don't know how there hasn't been a chain route already. This should have definitely already been a chain route. Like, this guy here must have... No, he doesn't have anything special. There's no way this dude should be alive. Like, that is kind of ridiculous.
Shaman of fire. Tribe on the move.
You guys get mixed up in there. So hopefully I don't lose any units. We very well might, though, because your guys won't chain route. And then my guys kind of get stuck on them and stuff. There, here comes the chain route finally. That chain route should have happened way sooner. Way sooner. But I'll take it. It wasn't super pretty, but far from a crushing defeat that it predicted. Far from the crushing defeat. I mean, our lead belchers alone, 273 kills. Yeah, crushing defeat. Whatever. Whatever. I had a stone horn called Donkey. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Shrek and Donkey. Oh man, yeah, we need to do that. We need to do that. I'm gonna take the replin, and I'm gonna try and make it back to Meat Market. That should dissuade them from invading me.
No one beats my tribe.
Yeah, let's get back
This whole
here.
place is mine.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna want to invade me now because their army got chewed up before they got there. Anyway, hey, thanks for the awesome stream, folks. You are fantastic. We got plenty more to do next time. I think I will be streaming Thursday. Again, the schedule has been crazy, so we'll see. But I will try to stream same time Thursday, and we'll continue this one. It said that we should have the bear roaring soon, so we might make it for the 4th soul in the next episode. We'll see. I think the only realm we haven't gone to Korn's realm, and that's good because Korn's realm is really easy. So we should be able to pop in and out of Korn's realm. Like, we did all the harder stuff first, so this is good. So yeah, that ought to be pretty good. And we'll grab a chainsword while we're there, just for the fun of it. Hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for all the support, the folks who came to watch. And if you were watching this afterwards, appreciate you as well. HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll see you.